Hey everybody, it is Majin Slayer here, and today I wanted to go ahead and go over, I think will be the last Master Duel replay before the new cards get released that are going to go ahead and change the format, such as DP and the Sword Soul cards, and I think Punk cards are coming out on the 9th as well. But anyways, I want to go ahead and go over the finals of the locals I played in. Actually, I ended up live streaming it too, and it turned out to be pretty decent quality. It won't be like in 4K, Ultra HD, whatever, because my monitor is only goes up to like 720p, and it's a VGA, so don't expect too much, high quality. But at least it wasn't lagging like how I was experiencing over the past few weeks. And I want to go ahead and go over this replay a little bit more in detail. We're up against the Prank Kids Adamancipator deck. I go ahead and shotgun Lancea here because in my locals, a lot of people play decks like Virtual World, Dinos, Outlich, Invoked, Dragon Link. So I just go ahead and main deck Lancea because I feel like it's going to overperform over Nibiru. And I also just play around any one of like their pot cards here. I get to play around their Block Dragon. I didn't know at the time that he was on Adamancipator Kids. Probably should have went over the replay since they were available before I went ahead and dueled him. But hey, it's whatever. Roxy's go ahead and go into Meow Meow. He's gonna go ahead and switch them out the Researcher. I've played against the more pure version of this deck. I haven't gone up against the Prank Kids version of its deck. This is a deck that I haven't really gone up against that much in ladder, nor do I really go up against it like in locals, to be honest. Um, Go ahead, research your effects. Go ahead, excavate. Because that brings out the Quackmere Guardian. Because that turn those two into the Crystron Hucky Fibrax. Hucky Fibrax effect. Go ahead, bring out the Mecha Phantom Beasts. Link the Guardian, or Synchro the Guardian, and the Beast into the Ryzen. Then Beast effect, go ahead and summon out a level 3 token. Then Ryzen effect, go ahead and excavate. And then go ahead and summon out another Quackmere Guardian. It's fine. It's gonna go ahead and turn the token into a Link Spider. Go ahead and link all those off into the Appaloosa. I think he kind of misplayed a little bit because the token, it can. Oh no, wait. Yeah, you can't use tokens. My bad. I was about to say. I was like, wait. Just had to make sure. Yeah. So you did have to go for a Link Spider there to go ahead and use it as like material for the Appaloosa. Then Guardian effect. Go ahead and reveal the Block Dragon. I go and top deck into a Maxi. Best top deck ever, right? And here my hand is quite mediocre right now. I have a stained underwear and a cloak, but no extenders unless I go ahead and get the cloak into graveyard, which I'm going to have to do with droplet. So here I'm going to go ahead and use droplets, getting rid of Maxi and cloak for cost. And here I'm going to go ahead and use cloak. I'm going to go ahead and check for Ash Blossom here, or a potential Cold by the Grave if he maybe has it set. Can go ahead and normal summon out the stained underwear, switch summon out the boots, because that's literally my only line of play. At this point, I have to play. Um, I had, I have to play. I don't play around Nibiru. If he has it, he has it because I'm gonna lose anyway if he has Nibiru because he has Block Dragon in hand and sufficient uh materials like Earth monsters so he can go ahead and special summon itself out. Shirabini, go ahead, dump graph effects, go ahead, bring out Seer. Here I misplay. I don't go into battle phase and declare an attack with the Shirabini and the Seer to play around, potentially imperm or droplet on the Rusty. What I should have done was that I should have went Shirabini attack into the Kakimiru Guardian, because if I attack into the Appaloosa, my opponent has a chance to go ahead and droplet um Shirabini and it'll negate its protection effects. Where if I would have went ahead and Shirabini attacked into the Quackmere Guardian, then um I would have gotten rid of a monster. He'd have less fodder to go ahead and use the droplet. And then if I went ahead and go Seer, attack into the Appaloosa, then Seer Effects go ahead and revive out the Graph, and I still have enough fodder to go ahead and link climb into the Rusty Bardiche. So that would have been the better alternate line of play in my opinion. Just so then that way he has to like waste more resources. I'm going to go ahead, link the Seer and the Cherubini into the Rusty Bardiche. Then go ahead, Seer Effect, revive out the Cherubini. Then Rusty Effects, go ahead, try to mill and set. Is you can go ahead, droplets, getting rid of the Appaloosa. This is why, like I said, it would have been better if I would have went just straight into battle phase and then the alternate line of play, like I said, because now Rusty and Cherubini, they can't beat over the Clockmere Guardian, which he's gonna have for as a body, so he can go ahead and link climb his way into something like a Nightmare Unicorn, which he is gonna do. Fortunately, I do keep the called by in hand for the Block Dragon. I'm gonna go ahead boots, go ahead and add the Pog Blade. Go ahead, set the called by, set the Pog Blade. It's going to go ahead and top deck into a Seeker. It's going to go ahead Seeker. Here I have to highball it. I know he has the Block Dragon. I'm assuming this is just a dead card because otherwise, if it was one of the rocks, he probably would have already used it already in hand to go ahead and like set up his first turn board. So I'm guessing this is like a dead card in hand. Then we're going to go ahead, Fog Blade, negate the Seeker. Then he's going to go ahead, banish, supposed to summon out the Block Dragon. Link into the Nightmare Unicorn. Now I get lucky, because he's going to go ahead and discard target my called by. Here, I know I was like, kind of got loud on stream calling him an idiot and stuff, but in hindsight, I was just overly like hyped because he did that because I had the perfect counter to his play. In reality, guys, he actually did go for the correct line of play because let's face it, any card I set, it's more than likely going to be something like a Pog Blade or a Droplet. Like anything else I set, like come on, like what else are you going to set like in a Phantom Knights deck? So he made the correct play to play around the potential like four of, or no, because I already used droplets previously, so you could assume that I opened up another droplet. You could assume that I run 3 Pog Blades in my deck. Yes, so you don't play around the 2 of. You play around, what's the more likelihood that he has a certain card in his deck, like effect negation, like I just said with the droplets and Pog Blade. So he honestly did the correct line of play. It's just that I just so happen to have the lucky 2 of. And then you for sure have to negate the Block Dragon because the Block Dragon is literally searchable like Pot of Greed. It's a +3 though. That's also pretty nutty. It's not just +2. And he's just gonna go ahead, Nightmare Unicorn, swing into the Rusty Bardiche. Then Pog Blade, revive out the Rusty Bardiche. And here I can just pretty much kill him. I have access to Cherubini to mill. I have Rusty to go ahead and dump another Phantom Knight name. So I have Torn Scales plus Boots set up. And he just literally has an empty field because, let's face it, this is literally nothing to get over. Breaksword Pop gets rid of it. Nightmare Unicorn, access code, etc. I'll just go and fast forward through this. Dump Cloak, set the Shade because I want to go and use it as an extender. Normal summon, go ahead, turn the 2 into Levier. Just because I'm going to go and dump a trap later, which is why I summoned out the Brigade. Cloak to boost on Rusty. Go ahead, Nightmare Unicorn, discard to go ahead. Shuffle back, see what I would have top decked. It's another Cold by the Grave. And yeah, go ahead, link climb my way into Access Kill Talker. And yep, he just goes and sees the writing on the wall. Just go ahead and show you guys that We technically didn't need the Leviair there for damage. We had enough damage through the Rusty boosted up by 800 attack with Ancient Cloak, as well as the attack boost onto the Access Kyotaker. But yeah, so that is going to be it for the video, guys. Remember, if you guys went ahead and enjoyed it, please leave a like, consider subscribing. And I do plan on doing a little bit more Master Duels since the format's going to shake up with the new cards being added. I think the ban list comes into effect a week from now, with Torn Scrolls being semi-limited is like the most annoying thing to me. And also I just got through finals, and a lot of my classes during the summer are going to be online, so I'll definitely be able to like go ahead and maybe live stream a little bit more often than what I was doing during this semester because I got really busy and caught up with schoolwork. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.